Okay, I'm gonna make a video of the Syma X8G. It's a little windy outside, so this is gonna be kind of interesting. Move this camera down a little bit so you guys can see. But it's definitely windy out here, so I'm gonna have a hard time flying this thing. Good thing is, things like the size of the Phantom, DJI Phantom, and these things are a little more stable when they're this big. So hopefully it flies decent. Let's back up. Time. Camera on accident. Alright, so we'll just kind of land this thing for now. Let's go somewhere else maybe. Alright, so it's definitely a bit windy outside to fly this thing. Now it does handle pretty good in wind since it's relatively big. It's actually one of the largest quadcopters that Syma makes. They have they've got three versions, I think 4 versions of the same one, which is the X8 series. Which of course is their largest one. You have the X8C, the X8W, and the X8G. This is the X8G, which is kind of like the middle of the 3 models for that particular number. The X5 is a great quadcopter also. And I noticed one cool thing about Syma is they make really good quadcopters for the price. I mean, this thing's about 120 bucks, 110 bucks. And so if you want something that's the size of the Phantom, at least close to the size. In fact, the dimensions probably might be almost the exact same as the Phantom. Of course, 2 different worlds apart. You have brushless motors, longer range on the Phantom, so that's a whole different category. Size, here is the 5C. We have the 5C and the 8. So we have the X5 and the X8. Of course, way bigger than I actually thought it was going to be. And then the transmitters are actually bigger also. So here's the transmitter on the X8 and the X5 over here. Now you have a 2,000 milliamp lithium polymer battery that comes with this thing. Of course, you need to take it out, charge it, blah, blah, blah. It takes like 180, 200 minutes to charge. I think it takes like a little over 3 hours to charge this battery, and you only get to fly it for like 8 minutes. Thought that was kind of funny. So you might want to get an extra battery if you can. I'm going to get this question, so I might as well answer it. Just letting you know, I left the cones off the propellers just because I thought it looked cooler. And they're really tough. When you put the cones on there, you really have to push them on there really hard, which leads me to believe it might be difficult to get them off later when you need to take the propellers off. So I just leave them off. I think it looks cool without them anyways. Now, the way you put these propellers on, it's actually quite simple. It was difficult at first until you realize how to do it. It says it in the instructions to twist this counterclockwise, but it's really tough to twist it. You have to really twist it hard. And then of course when you pull that off, or when you twist it counterclockwise, you take that little metal pin out of there, and then you slide that. It's got all kinds of stuff on there. You slide that metal pin out, and you just pull this off and slide the propeller on there. If you get one of these things, just remember that that's what you'll have to do. You'll have to twist this thing counterclockwise relatively hard. So keep that in mind. If you're starting to twist it and it's not really doing anything, just twist it a little harder. It seems like you have to twist it a little too hard, but that's what you have to do. So on the transmitter, of course, it takes 4 AA batteries. There's 2 little spots right here I thought was pretty funny. It's almost like they make a version that takes 6 AA batteries, and these are just kind of like dummy areas that they just kind of stuck over here, put some foam in there. These are little foam inserts, but this one does take 4 AA batteries, so I just thought that was kind of funny. There's all over there. Oliver hates these things. Oliver. Oliver. So the box comes with all kinds of stuff inside there, but I don't feel like opening it again. So of course you have your propeller guards that you can put on there. I leave them off. You guys know in my previous videos I hate propeller guards. I would rather snap a propeller than put the propeller guards on there. I just think the propeller guards look kind of stupid. And that just might be me. I don't know. I just don't like the way they look. Of course you get the camera like I said before, and if you leave the camera off, it's kind of a hard decision to deal with because you put the camera on there, you can record some stuff from, you know, pretty good altitude of, you know, 150, 200 feet up, but you do get a longer fly time, and I did test that. You get about 4 minutes more if you leave the camera off due to the extra weight and the fact that you're recording something. And actually your battery life does increase just a little bit, even if you're not. There's another little thing I also wondered about. These screws really don't go on here very well. The only thing I might complain about them, you have a little spot, an indentation there where you can actually screw thread the screws into, but it's almost like the screws are making a indentation in the actual plastic. They're not preset screw holes, so you really have to kind of force them in there in a way. So don't try to take these things off once you put them on, because I feel like you might have some problems if you do. So I can tell you something really cool about these big quadcopters like the Syma X8, the DJI Phantom 3, Phantom 4, all these drones that are this size. They're actually really loud, and I kind of like that. I like the fact that they're loud, they're noisy. Turn this around for you. That's idling, and it's loud. So that's where the battery goes. You pull the battery out, blah, 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 blah. I figured we got some more fly time out of it. The battery's half dead, but that's okay. Alright, so it pretty much just died on me outside. You guys saw in the last video, it pretty much just, I didn't get that on video, but the lights flashed, and it stays in the air for a while. That's one good thing about, well, this one doesn't do that. Once the lights start flashing on this, you have like 5 seconds to land it until it just crashes. That was the biggest thing about this. The only way to tell this battery is dying is the lights won't flash, really. They'll flash, but then it'll fall out of the sky. The only way for you to tell the Syma X5 series is about to die is when you hit the throttle all the way up. It takes some work to try to get it up in the air. So in other words, I don't know if that made any sense, but so whenever you hit the throttle up really hard, it's slowly climbing. So that's how you pretty much know that the Syma X5 series is about to die. On the Syma X8 series, it's different. The lights will flash for a good probably couple of minutes, letting you know the battery is getting very low and it's about to die. So once the lights start flashing, you have a couple minutes of actual flying time left. So there you go. So that is the X8G, the Syma series. And if you guys have any questions, reach me in the comments. And you guys know me. It might take me a day to reach back, or maybe 3 months. I don't know. You know how I am with comments sometimes. I'll try to get back to you as fast as I can, though. Hopefully somebody else will answer your question if I don't get to it in a reasonable amount of time. So thanks for watching, guys.